Okay, I think are we live? I
Yes.
think we're live. Oh, so ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning. On this episode, we will be talking about the African Health Summit. And here is the thing, it's a 3-day event, and we are expecting a lot. And here with me is our special guest who's going to talk about the African Health Summit. She is what? Known as Dr. Kat, general practitioner from Durban, South Africa, and specializes in weight management, owner and CEO of the Cat Weight Loss, and she founded the COVID home management team Durban during the health early months of pandemic. So her group, I Can Make a Difference, won the case for ivermectin to be unbanned in the South African High Court. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the organizer of African Health Summit, Dr. Naseeba Kathrada. Dr. Kath, how are you?
Well, thanks, and you, Dr. Vince. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you know what? We really have to talk about this African Health Summit. So, what will our audience expect during this summit?
Well, Africa is the continent that has the least amount of COVID deaths. And we keep looking at places where there's treatment or where there's vaccinations. Why not look to the place that has the least amount of deaths? Because the answers are there. And I think that, Africa is the lost continent. It is the continent that has the highest infectious diseases rate. And what is COVID? It's an infection. So if you want to know how to treat an infection, look at a continent that has experience treating infections. And that is why we planned the African Health Summit together with the World Council for Health, so we can bring you information from Africa that you haven't been hearing on mainstream media.
You know what? This really got me excited. So what are the topics that, that the summit will cover? Just name a few.
Well, we've got a legal panel that's going to tell you about your rights and what you can and cannot do regarding the jab and regarding COVID, regarding the PCR test. We've got an overview by journalists. Journalists have a lot of censorship. So we're going to ask the journalists, what happened? Why are you not allowed to tell your stories? We've got that. And then we've got two very important sessions, with natural healers and with doctors telling you how they're treating COVID, how they're treating vaccine adverse events, how they're treating, so detox post-jab. And we've got two such exciting panels, I have to tell you. The first one is called, it's called the non-science and COVID. And that's when we're going to talk about things that people are scared to talk about. You're going to hear it first here at the African Health Summit with that panel. And we're going to end up the summit with a note of hope, because we want people to know that we understand this, but it's the way forward. How are we going forward with this? We've got all this knowledge. We've gathered all the information from experts from around the world. We've got updates from everybody. Geert van den Bosch is going to be there as well, telling us about his latest, the findings that he's got. And we have ending off with a way forward. So it's going to be a spectacular 3 days, and it's going to be live streamed everywhere and anywhere. So that's the thing about the African Health Summit.
And how can somebody who wants to join or register the African Health Summit, how can they do that?
Well, there's going to be a link below, which you're going to put, and also on our YouTube channel, there's going to be a link there. You can register, and if you don't make it in our bit for Zoom, you can live stream on this specific channel as well. You're going to be able to see the African Health Summit right here on this channel. So it's going to be 4 p.m. Central African time. What is your time, Vince?
That will be 8 in the morning CST until 12 noontime CST.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on this channel, 8 to 12. And all the so if you want to work out Central African time, it's 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I'm looking forward to listening to what everybody else has to say, because it's going to be interactive and live. We've got quite a few people like you, our admins, watching what's going on. And if people put comments, they're going to relay to us and we will talk about it. If you ask a question, we're going to try and engage as many people as possible to talk to the experts, to share your views, and to tell us what's going on, because that's what we want. We want real first-hand information.
Final message, final thoughts, invite the people on the summit. Go ahead, Doc.
You can't keep sitting back and saying, this is what's happening. We are being forced to do this, or we're not getting the proper information, because the information is out there. It's up to you to find it. Spread the word, send messages to your friends, to your family, tell them the African Health Summit is here. It is here for you. to learn lessons from a forgotten continent, because we're bringing this to you because knowledge is best when it's shared, and knowledge is power. And like we say at the World Council for Health, there is a better way, and together we're going to find it.
Oh, that's one last thing I forgot to mention.
Mhm.
Dr. Naseeba is part of the steering committee of World Council for Health. And that's all for you folks. I'm excited, and I'm sure everyone's excited because you'll get firsthand information on this summit about things to do about the pandemic. So anyway, I gotta go. We gotta go. So all we can say is stay safe, be safe. See you at the
And see
summit.
you tomorrow.